This is the GPS site 482172 here on Interstate 20 in Mitchell County. Looking back to the east towards Colorado City, you can see the ABC installation right there. About 300 feet back. Just up the hill, at the top of that hill, is the PAT system. You can see the boxes there for it. It's a continuous WIM installation. It's been doing most of the traffic data collection out here on Interstate 20. As I noted before, you can see that all the delineators were just replaced while we were doing our distress surveys, so we should be in good shape there. The majority of the cracking out here on this project is along the lane line and the shoulder stripe. Some of it's been sealed, some has not. We've attempted to distinguish where those two scenarios exist. There are a few other cracks, but not many. You can see there appears to be a gouge running right down the outside wheel path. Looks like someone got a blowout, drug their rim down through this porous friction course. There's no crack there or any real distress to speak of, just a gouge. We had some fun trying to, as always, out here where they did their crack sealing, they've dripped some of the sealant here and there. It's hard to tell where the cracks begin and the sealant ends, etc. There's a good example here where it looks like they just took the sealant wand and kind of made some loops out in the lane. Station 2. As mentioned, however, you can see that most of the cracking is along the edges of the lane. Other than that, there is not a lot of cracking to speak of. We did note a few places where we feel that there probably is a transverse crack. But if we could tell in places like this, where it's just strips of asphalt, we didn't count that as a transverse crack. Places like this, where we couldn't tell for certain, we went ahead and counted those, because it's not entirely clear that there isn't a crack there. If there is, they spilled an awful lot of sealant, but on this one we didn't count it, because you can see that it just drips. Again, here, evidently we have to believe there was a crack. And then on this one here, with just a few drips, we didn't count that. I think we did count this one. We just had to use judgment depending on how much sealant existed as to whether or not there could be a crack under it realistically. But you can see they do have quite a few little wisps of sealant floating back and forth. Again, this is the GPS section here on Interstate 20, section 482172, associated with the SPS3 project 48D3. Looking to the west, you can see the last two test sections, the crack seal and chip seal section, which we'll be going to here shortly. Looking back to the east of Colorado City, back to the GPS test section. Over that hill are the slurry seal and thin overlay section. And with that, you can see there the sign for Colorado City, 9 miles. Sweetwater is 37. With that, I'll go ahead and conclude the video here for section 482172 on Interstate 20 in